So who inspired me to start doing video commentaries? So who inspired me in YouTube in the first place? So I'm gonna start with that. So before I started doing YouTube, I've been subscribed to a lot of big guys, on YouTube, like Wings of Redemption, Woody's Gamertag, and like those are Call of Duty guys, obviously, but I'm also subscribed to like Star, Germa, Shibby, 2142, and really, like, I always thought it was cool with those guys how you can have an audience basically, and like you can have like minor internet fame, sort of. Just by like giving out your thoughts and stuff. I thought that was really cool. So that's pretty much why I started doing commentaries / YouTube. But in terms of what actually made me do like consistent commentaries, like TF2 commentaries, I will put a link to this video in the description. But Woody's Gamertag once uploaded a video that basically said, actually it was an excerpt from, I believe it was like a Joe Rogan podcast or something. It was some sort of podcast where basically this guy was like unintentionally giving this inspirational speech on how you need to do what you want to do, because there are so many people in this world that are willing to drag you down. And that really spoke to me because, as I look around myself today in today's society, there are so many people that are like ready to drag you down. And really, you have to give it your all to survive today. And that just really inspired me, because it's like, you know what, you don't like me, fuck you. It's like that sort of mentality just really got to me, and it's like, you know what, I'm going to start doing these commentaries, and if people don't like it, if I get haters, I don't really care, but you know what, I'm bound to grow someday, and you know what, it's going to be awesome to have this YouTube channel, and like, I don't know if I'm sort of getting my thoughts through here, but it's just, that was just an inspirational thing, and yeah, I'll just put a link to that video in the description, because I think you guys should hear it. It's just fantastic. If you guys are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, it just provides so much inspiration. So, let's see. Alright, I'll go to the first page here. I'll take a sip of my beverage, too. That made my mouth dry once again. Alright, so the Minnesota products. Alright, dude, we're both from Minnesota. High five, virtual high five. How did you get your big break on YouTube? I have no idea what you're talking about. I only have, like, I know it might be a little bit arrogant to say I only have 100 subscribers, but really in the big scheme of things, I am like a little atom in all of the people on this website trying to get big. And in terms of, like, 100 subscribers is not big at all. I like that's going from basically an atom to like a dust molecule in like this whole universe of people. And I haven't really had a big break. I've earned my subscribers gradually, and you know what, I've worked pretty hard on the videos, and like, I'm proud of where I am, regardless of how many subscribers I have, because I have a lot of free time, and I game a lot to fill that free time. Now, obviously, that would change with me getting a job soon, but yeah, I haven't, like, to fill that free time, I play video games, and I figured, well, why not? I might as well just talk about it. So, and if you call that working hard on YouTube videos, then sure, I've worked hard, but you know what, I'm just proud of where I am, regardless of how many subscribers I have. So, do you have any unusual hats? I do not, sir. A subscriber, 23seer is actually his username on YouTube. I made a video about this, but he actually gifted me his only unusual, and once again, just a thank you to you, sir. You are just super generous. But with that unusual hat, I can say that I at one point had an unusual hat, but I basically sold that for some keys, and then I bought a big kill for 13 keys, and then I used the rest of the keys to make the crate unboxing video that is on my channel, so feel free to check that out if you haven't seen it. I'll actually give like a spoiler. Overall, that was just a waste of like 20 keys or whatever, or maybe it was like 13 keys, I don't know. But yeah, I would not consider unboxing crates in the future, unless I'm obviously spending real life money on it. But in terms of actually, if we're talking about real life money in TF2, once I get a job, I'm actually planning on spending like maybe like $100 on the game. And to those of you who frown on people that spend real life money for pixels in a game, I look at it as an investment in entertainment, because so far Valve has provided me with 50 straight days of entertainment, and I actually calculated my hours out once in this game. I have played TF2 for 50 straight days, so Valve, you have earned my money for that much entertainment provided. So yeah, I'm just gonna buy some keys, and I might do another unboxing videos. Hey, you know, I don't know, but So next question here, were you scammed by anyone in TF2? And that answer is no. However, I have had about 3 instances where there has been, like, I've bought an item from somebody, and it turns out I didn't do my research, and it turns out that I bought it for more than what it was worth. So I've lost, like, a refined on, like, those type of trades. Excuse me. Gosh, it's cold in here. So I've lost like a refined in those types of trades on TF2. I've done that like 3 times, and but I have caught people probably about 3 to 4 times again where they would try to scam me in TF2, but no, I haven't actually been scammed myself. You know, you always gotta like check the, you know, like highlight the item and make sure it's not like an uncraftable weapon, or like make sure that it's not like a dirty hat versus like a real hat. And yeah, so no, I haven't ever been scammed. Last question here looks like, what is your favorite weapon / item in TF2? What is your least favorite weapon / item in TF2? Do you like older games? N64, SNES, and NES. I haven't actually heard of the NES, but anyway. So, what is my favorite item in TF2? In terms of the best looking item, I would have to give that to either the well, okay, I'll actually break this down into primary versus, like, melee. Best looking primary in the game is probably the Hulong Heatmaker. Whoever modeled that did a fantastic job. Like, that minigun looks freaking badass when it's deployed and everything. In terms of best... Wait, what was the other thing that I did? Oh, yeah, melee. Actually, my favorite looking melee in the game is probably the Clade Hemoth Moore. And I know I just did a video on how bad that weapon is, but as bad as that melee is for demo, I just love the look of it because it's just this huge freaking longsword with like spikes jutting out of it, and I just think that looks so cool. And yeah, that's just my favorite looking weapons. In terms of usage, though, I would say my favorite weapon would be the shotgun. I mean, the shotgun has been in TF2 since the start, and like, I actually named my shotgun. It is called Old Faithful, and you know, it's called Old Faithful for a reason, because it's just, you know, very reliable gun. And yeah, so what is your least favorite item in TF2? Oh, actually, before we move on to that, my favorite valuable item would definitely be the big kill. Like, that thing looks so badass on my spy, and even though it isn't modeled, like, it doesn't have complicated modeling, but it just looks so cool because it's like purple, and it's just it's just this giant freaking revolver for spy. But anyway, what is my least favorite weapon in TF2? That would probably be the Phlogistinator. I absolutely despise that weapon because it encourages WM1ing for pyro, and you get guaranteed crits when they aren't even deserved that much, because like, that would be basically... Actually, I can actually compare the Phlogistinator to something like the Soldier. So you are rewarded crits for flaming people with the Phlogistinator, right? So that would be like, you're building a rage meter for Soldier, and let's say you do 200 damage, just like the buff banner. As Soldier, if you get 200 damage on your Soldier, actually, in comparison to the Phlogistinator, it would actually only be like 50 damage, being that crit meter fills up so freaking fast. But for Soldier, it's pretty much like, if I were to get 50 damage with my rocket launcher, I would just be guaranteed 3 Crockets straight in a row. That's literally a straight up comparison on how overpowered the Phlogistinator is versus like any other weapon. I mean, it's like heavy, like you do, let's say, 100 damage with your minigun, and then you're guaranteed what, like 3 seconds of full crits. Like, that's just insane. So yes, the Phlogistinator is overpowered, and I absolutely despise it. I think Valve needs to make it like minus 50% damage because it's so horrible. or rather, it's so overpowered right now. And yeah, I mean, I won't argue with people, but in terms of people trying to convince me that it's not overpowered, you are wrong. Like, you have to do your research. That thing is so overpowered. Do you like older games? You know, I haven't been around long enough to really play N64 or SNES. I've never actually owned an N64. My first gaming device ever was a Game Boy, and then my first actual console was the GameCube. So the only games I played for N64, like more than like 10 minutes, is probably like Mario Party for N64, and then I think I've played like 20 minutes of the Mario Kart N64 or something like that. But in terms of nostalgia or anything, like I don't have any nostalgia surrounding the N64, and because of that, I don't really see the whole draw of it. Like, yeah, it was like the first gaming system, and it should be respected for starting all of like the Nintendo stuff today. But you know, I mean, to me, it's just a bunch of like games that have bad graphics. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have any love for them, but I don't really hate them either, even though they are classics. But yeah, so that's pretty much the last question, guys. And yeah, that was my 100th subscriber answer video. And yeah, so thank you guys for leaving questions and stuff. And once again, thank you to all for supporting me. And yeah, so if you like this video, feel free to leave a rating. I don't really care. But yeah, I mean, just thank you all once again, and see you later. Peace out.